Alrighty, welcome to the channel, and today we're going to do another late night episode. We're in the other room, and we are firing up the PlayStation 1. Now, to all you guys that are new and may discover this channel, we try to capture the old style of sitting in front of a CRT TV set and playing games. This is a Gen X love letter to fans of the Dukes of Hazzard. Now, there are a few games that do proper fan service. I think Robotech is one game, but this Dukes of Hazzard game is absolutely awesome. It's cheesy, it's not hard. So we're going to do a late night episode featuring the Dukes of Hazzard game on PlayStation 1. So let's enjoy this playthrough. And I like the little General Lee on the corner. That's pretty damn cool. Look at that. The Easy Duke. Uncle Jesse. And that's pretty cool. That is for PS1. The graphics for this game are really pretty good. You know, of course, but I know that for a fact that half of the cast is the original, the voice art from the cast of Dukes of Hazzard. So I thought that was pretty cool. Again, this is a very simple, easy game. It's not like Gran Tourismo or anything, but it is well done. You could tell that this game was designed by fans of the show, so it fully captures that. I think there's two Dukes of Hazzard games that came out for PlayStation 1. But I think this is the rise of the general. So this is the backstory of, you know, when they discovered, kind of different from what we learned in the TV shows, but still nonetheless it's pretty cool. So let's get this game started. Save name. We'll take, oh, that's the sound of doors closing, which is funny because they don't use doors. Dukes of Hazzard. Now, for a lot of Gen Xers, this was the number one thing prior to Star Wars. So I think that, which is funny because I'm a brown kid and I enjoy a show with the freaking Confederate flag on the roof of a car. But if I hit the lottery, I definitely would get a '69 Charger. I mean, the Fast and the Furious movies kind of like, between that has taken a lot of '69 Chargers. You know what's cool is taking a '69 Charger and putting it on the chassis of a new Charger. And the car they're driving is none other than the General Lee. The General Lee is one of Hazzard's most famous landcars. Well, it would be if the land could do about 120 miles an hour. You see, the General is one of the fastest cars this side of Daytona. Folks, that's out on the coast. Right now, the Duke boys are breaking in a rebuilt engine in order to get the General ready for the upcoming Hazzard County Overland race. General's running smoother than molasses on the 4th of July. You got that right, cousin. Hooter sure has outdone himself this time. So John Schneider didn't do the voice, but Tom Wobat did the voice. So Luke Duke did it, but Bo didn't for some reason. I don't know why, but so like I said, like a lot of the voice actors came back and they reprised their roles and they did the voiceovers for these two games, which is pretty freaking cool. Like, you know, I think that's pretty. All right. So again, it's basically take 2 laps around the fairground. So it's basically button smashing. A and go fast. B or O to brake. And we're using the first PlayStation controller. I thought to be really authentic. There's the analog with the sticks that came out too, but you know, I like using the original PlayStation controller too. The other thing, for car guys to know that a Dodge Charger should not do really good on dirt roads. Like a lot of these American muscle cars are not built for quote unquote rally racing or driving on dirt roads. I mean, you have cars like the Audi Quattro, Subaru. So those are really meant for off-road racing. I would imagine driving something like this would be like, you're just spinning around and doing donuts because there's no traction. Steering would be atrocious. And that's funny because a lot of Europeans, they love muscle cars, but the handling on, especially in the 70s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. So there's power ups too along the way. You can get like oil slicks, speed, acceleration. Like, look at that. There's a Confederate flag video game. Like, this totally will not sell today. Oh, missed the power up. Well, the other thing is you could beat the shit out of this car and, nothing will happen. The funny thing is the control is like I'm driving a V8 1970 or 1960 car with atrocious handling. So you heard that? You got the Dixie horn too. Success. So we're gonna play a few levels just for you guys to get the feel of it. I'm not gonna do a complete game playthrough.
Well, it seems the Hazzard County Bank was just robbed. Now, folks, you can be sure that old Boss Hogg is going to find some way to blame this on the Dukes. Roscoe, what kind of sheriff are you? They're getting away with my money. Well, don't just stand there, numbskull. They're getting away. Don't you worry, chubby little buddy. I'll catch you, Duke. But my name is Roscoe.
Yeah, James Best.
Well, your name is Mud.
I think Boss Hogg Searle died by the time this game came out. Cooter, that's voiced by the actor. So Boss Hogg, the actor who plays Searle, what's his name? He passed away in the 90s. You heard Roscoe. That's James Best. So he did the voiceover. Uncle Jesse, I think, died. No, he probably was still alive. Because I remember the Dukes of Hazzard reunion show came out, and then this game kind of came out afterwards. So I have to stop the truck that has hijacked Uncle Jesse while eluding the cops. And Roscoe's trying to kill me. Oh shit, I thought that was a jump. Damn Roscoe. Damn, Roscoe's messing me up. Hit the brakes and you'll fly right by like Top Gun. So this is my first go at this game in God knows how long. Oh shit. Look at it, you're like dead. Alright, we got up to the bad guys. This was real life, I'd be dead. Interesting fact with the Dukes of Hazzard is how many Dodge Chargers were destroyed. You got to think every time they did a jump in those cars, they were actual freaking cars. No CGI, none of that crap. So hundreds of Dodge Chargers were destroyed. Just think about that. Like what they're worth now, it's just sad that they went through. And they were actually pulling people over and looking to buy. So the thing is, you can't let lost it. Try again. I knew as soon as I did that. So you're gonna have to ram him and try to stop them. I love this game. It's not complicated. I mean, this is made for kids, believe it or not. But I would doubt that millennials would understand. See, there's a hit meter down there, so I have to ram this fucker. That was ridiculous. Like, it's a fun game. I mean, even after all these years. My brother got this for me for my birthday. There's no fight.
Now, hold on, boys. You gotta get the mortgage payment to the bank before Gloucester would lose the farm.
Look at that. Like, it's more important to get the mortgage than catch the bad guys. See, in the TV show, they would go, jump out, kick those people's asses, then get back in the general and still get the mortgage payment on time. So we have to evade Roscoe. Dude, I just stopped bank robbery. You should let me go, man. I'm a hero. Roscoe is just a freaking, like a suicide. Look at him. It's just... How does he get back and come after me after doing that? His car flipped. Look like he's hot on my tail. Like, look at that. The dude is just... All right, success. We'll do one more level, but again, this is such a wonderful game. It's so... Oh, it's Daisy.
Roscoe, we ain't got time for this. Well, you're gonna make time. Or should I say, you time? You are all under arrest. Under arrest? For what? On account of robbing the Hazzard County Bank. Mr. Hall, Sheriff, did the masks look like the ones on the guys in my patrol car? I just arrested these fellas, and I got the money right here.
First things first, our mortgage payment, right on time.
My money. Ain't it nice to see someone being reunited with their loved ones?
Boy, we sure got close yesterday.
Any later, you know, boss wouldn't have thought twice about wrapping his fingers around Uncle Jesse's farm.
That's just when the ultimate race to pay off the farm wasn't wrong.
Yeah, we better get going. We miss the sign.
All right. So one more level and then we'll wrap it up for today's episode of Late Night. But yeah, if you could find this game and you still, even if you have the PlayStation 1 Mini, I would definitely add both Dukes of Hazzard games if you're a GenXer. Again, kids today, millennials, they wouldn't give two shits about this game. But for us, this is a good pickup. Damn, Roscoe is freaking crazy. The whole thing... Ah, shit. Dove into the water. All right. So you need to get Nitro to do that jump. Like I said, the power ups do help. So I had a feeling, but with Roscoe ramming me, you're like, dude, I forgot how crazy Roscoe is in this game. Like his car is flipping over and he's still behind my ass. All right. All right, so I do have the night. The other thing is the Gran Turismo dynamics do not work in this game. It just basically fuck, drove into the white. You have to hit the ramp perfectly. All right, we'll do one more try and then we'll end the episode. Fuck. I hate ending on a bad note. All right, come on, come on. All right, so I'm not, since I already have the can, I'm not going to, damn it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby. All right. How about... There we go. We got it. Yeah, like I said, the turning, it's just like you're driving the real 69 Charger. The turning is atrocious, which is accurate, like I said. So my brother has a Nissan Evo. Now it's kind of like a collector's item, and he's like kind of like only drives it out on a special occasion. But it's the last year of the Mitsubishi Evo, and that car is, it's just amazing how, I mean, you're buying the engine because everything else is cheap plastic, and all right, we made it. All righty. Let's watch the cutscene and then we'll end this episode because now we're ready to go on the race. And another interesting fact is in the beginning intro scene of the Dukes of Hazzard that you'll see this jump. That was a Guinness Book of World Record for longest jump for a car. And they crossed the creek. And it's funny because when you watch... Oh, I'm going to turn it down while we talk. So the interesting is that like they had kind of like when you watch the like intro, you could see like a wheel that's kind of mounted on the side to help it with stability. But again, no CGI. There was some crazy ass guy in the car doing that jump. Like that's what makes like that stuff so remarkable to this today is that people actually did that. And unfortunately, someone did die from the show. One of the stunt guys. I actually had a chance to talk to John Schneider And most millennials actually think of John Schneider as Jonathan Kent from Smallville. And I think there was one episode in Smallville where Tom Wopat guest starred, and they took a 69 Charger out for a ride as an homage to their days of Dukes of Hazzard. So go on YouTube and look for that episode. That's definitely a top tip. But this was, I was nuts about this show. So this, like Dukes of Hazzard, this, generally that, and nowadays, like, General Grant was a better general than Robert E. Lee. I mean, some people may get offended, I'm saying that, but it's the truth. He cost us out the Civil War, and that's good for us. I'm glad. But for him to be, even he went on and said that, I don't want monuments for me. I don't want to be recognized. I made a mistake, and it cost me dearly, because Arlington is Robert E. Lee's home. And that's why Arlington Cemetery is, the Union decided to, hey, you did this to us, so we're going to take your land and put all of our dead on your property to remind you of what you did. And I don't want to get political or anything like that, but we're still fighting the Civil War. And a lot of the stuff, the ideals that the Confederacy had is still a lot. I mean, I'm facing it, as you saw in my Cobra Convergence video and my recent pickup video. I'm getting messages from dirtbags, but at the same time, it takes a lot more to rise above that and to be a better person. So, but going back to this game, it's one of those games that, unless you're a Gen Xer, you will not appreciate this game. Millennials, new kids, this is like $1 game to them. But for us, this is a gem. And if you're a Gen Xer and you still have a PlayStation 1, now this is my actual PlayStation 1 from 1998. My brother and I modded it, so I was able to burn games on Narrow, I believe. So all of these games, where is it? Just to show people, these are all burned games. So I have a whole collection of burned games for the PlayStation 1. But this is, and just to recap, this Panasonic is the last CRT set that Panasonic made. It does has HD capability in 780i. So this is actually a historic TV set that you guys are watching. It is the last tube set Panasonic made before going to flat screen. And it is a bitch. I had to get, I know I tell this story every time we go into this room. I had to get 4 people that were working on the street to help me bring this thing. This is 37-inch, and it is a monster. But it's still a beautiful picture. When you put DVDs or anything on it, it blows the doors out of a lot of these flat screen TVs. So I love this TV set, but when we do our other late nights, it's either for the minis, it's all out in the family room with the NES and SNES minis, and then we have the retro room, we have the Sony Trinitron, and then in this room we have the PlayStation 1, N64, GameCube, and that's all running into this massive behemoth of a TV set. And what sucks is that you guys can't really appreciate the picture, but that's the whole point of these late nights, is to get the feel from back in the day when you had your friends over, everybody's sitting around the CRT TV set and playing games. I don't want to do the video hookup and stuff. I just think this is more organic and more fun. It's like all of us are, I'm passing the controller off to you. So anyway, that does it for this episode of Late Night. We're featuring Dukes of Hazzard on PlayStation 1. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again.